Okay, so today we're going to practice doing some hops on the number line to warm up our brains a little bit. So this first one, it wants us to start on 4. I'm going to put a little dot here. And it wants us to figure out how many hops will it take to get to 10. So I like to think of it as having my finger like glued to the 10, and I got to figure out how many hops are in between. So if we count it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 6 hops to get there. So now when we're looking at our number line, we know we started at 4, but we ended at 10. How many hops did we take? We took 6 hops. Okay, so now if we try another one, let's erase this here. We want to start on 6, and we want to stop at 11. So again, I like to mark those 2 spots. I'm even going to come down here. We started at 6, and we want to end at 11. So we need to figure out how many hops will it take. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 plus 5 equals 11. And finally 9. So we want to start on 9. So we want to start on 9, but we want to end up on 1. So this time we're counting backwards. So we're starting on 9, we're ending on 1, but I noticed something. If we're going backwards, this should not be plus, but this needs to be minus. Let's see how many hops it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it took us, oops, I put the 1 in the wrong spot. So 9 take away. Whoops, Mr. J is struggling. How many hops did we do? We did 8 hops, and we ended on 1. Okay, so now we're just going to take a couple looks at patterns on the number grid. So if I have this number, they want to talk about what rows are. So the row is these ones going this way. Okay, so all of these are called rows. Okay, now a column, however, sorry, but because I had all the words so they showed, and then I pressed reset there, so that was kind of a mistake. So we're going to go like this. There we go. That way. Miss Fisher is having a hard time here. All right. Now, a column goes up and down. So a column is this way. Okay, so rows go across, columns go up and down. Then we're going to mark some numbers so you can see the pattern. So it says, mark the numbers you say when you count by 5s with a blue circle. I want you to count along with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We're going to stop at 50. Think about the pattern. What are you noticing? Hopefully you're noticing how they're going down the column. Also notice that all these numbers end in 5 and all these numbers end in 0. Those are all patterns we can notice. Now if we mark the numbers you say when we count by 10 with the red circle, let's count by 10s. I'd like you to count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. What do you notice there? Again, we went down a column, and this time all of our numbers in this column end with a 0. So those were the patterns that we noticed. Okay, so now looking at your math journal, Those of you that have your math journals at home can open to page 33. Otherwise, those of you that don't, I will have this page on your seesaw for you to complete. So you'll want to go ahead and put your date up here. Up here it says Katie has 3 stripes on each of her 2 socks. Write a number model to show how many stripes in all. So boys and girls, what I'm going to recommend that you do on this one is be thinking about that. She has 2 socks. So I would, on this one, I'm going to even say go ahead and draw her 2 socks. Okay. And then draw the 3 stripes on each one so that you can see how many she has. Okay. And then you'll fill out this number model. Number 2, it says use your number grid, start on 36 and count up 10 hops. You'll write where you'll land. And I will have a number grid on the seesaw for you as well. Who is taller? You or your teacher. At home, you guys can say you or your mom or dad. So just write in who are you measuring. So if you're going your mom, you can change it to mom, or you can change it to dad. And then tell me who is taller. And then number 4, it says use your number line. Start on 3, and you guys can use the grid. Start on 3, count up 5 hops, then count up 2 more hops. Where do you land? And then down here it says, how is this like starting on 8 and counting up 2 hops? On this one here, you can either write your answer or you can record your voice telling me about it. And then since you won't be here to do the home link, I'll go ahead and show you guys this one too. The home link is just more counting on the number grid. So here it says start at 5, count by 5s, and draw an X on each square. So just like what I did with those counters of 5, 10, 15, and then you'll keep going. Down here, use the number grid, count by 5s to find the missing number. So 5 plus 5, 20, take away 5. And then down here, just a bunch of what we've done, starting at certain numbers and counting hops. Make sure you're watching if it counts up or down, and then make sure you write where we land. When you are finished, go ahead and click submit. All right, guys, good job. Keep up the good work.